Hello. It was about a month ago that we had a flexible day learning where you had to find the dimensions of a drawing block. Today I'm going to have you actually draw it. And if you didn't do that assignment a month ago, this would be a way to help you understand all of those dimensions that are in there. Okay, so to get to this, I have the original drawing, and I open up OnShape. I have that open up here. And the drawing here, I'm going to probably make this bigger. How can I do that? Okay, so I'm going to be in OnShape. I'm going to create a new document. I'm going to call it mechanical block. And for this first part of the drawing, I'm going to look at, I think the easiest way is to start with the base. Okay, so I'm finding that the base is 2 inches wide by a length of 4 3/4. So I go back to my drawing. I'm going to draw it on the top view. Get the straight on view. Start with a sketch. Make it a square. And I'm just going to click, drag, and click. Go quickly, and I'm dimension it was, go back and look again. My memory's not all that great. 4 3/4 wide, or maybe you want to call it length. I don't know. Dimension 4 3/4. And I think it was 2 inches deep. Okay, 2 inches deep. And I'm going to accept that geometry, and I'm going to give it a depth, extrude it to 5/8 of an inch. Now to get 5/8 of an inch, I need to look at my scale up here, 5/8 conversion chart, 0.625. Okay, so I extrude it, 0.625. There, I've got my base now, and I can accept that. And if I look at it, I can see that there's some depth to it. All right, go back straight on view. Okay, so I'm going to build the first part of that block over here. Okay, so I'm going to build this block here, which is J and K. So the width of J is 1 1/4, and the depth is 1 3/8. So I'm going to build 1 1/4 because I know that number real easy. I'm going to put the block on here. I'm going to sketch from this plane. It actually says select a plane from which to draw. So I'm not on the plane, I'm on the surface now. Okay, so I'm going to sketch a square from this corner, draw it out a little bit, get my dimensions again. I got to look back. 1 1/4 wide. That would be this one here. So I'm going to dimension 1 1/4. 0.25. Oops, 25. Enter, and the depth was 1 3/8. 3/8 is 375. So 1 375. Dimension 1.375. Click enter. Oh, that is my geometry. I'm going to accept that. Okay, now I want to extrude it, and the extrusion will be from this base up, because remember we built it on top of this base here. So it would be 3 is the top, less 5/8 of an inch. So it would be 2 3/8 from the top here all the way up here. 2 3/8. 3/8 is 0.375. So 2.375. 2.375. Click on it, and we can accept that. That didn't look like it took. No, it didn't. So we'll do to extrude again. I think this one I've got to get rid of here. 2.375, add. There it is. Accept. All right. Now I need to build the other blocks that are on here. So if I look, H is the width of 1 3/4, and it's 3/4 deep. So 1 3/4 by 3/4. Again, we'll start with a sketch on this plane down here again. Square. What was it? 3/4 by 1 3/4. Double check here. 1 3/4 by 3/4. Yes. So 1 3/4 wide. 1.75, and then this dimension was 3/4, 0.75. There's geometry. This did not get to be 1 3/4. Wonder why. 1.75. That's better. Geometry is correct. I can then extrude it. Extrude it to the height of P. And the height of P is right here. So it's 5/8 plus 1. So it's from this base, 1 inch plus 5/8. So 1 5/8. 5/8 is 0.625. So 1.625. 1.625 on this square, and that should be it. If I take a quick little look at it just for double checking, it's coming together. I've got one more square to put on here, and that goes out here. Okay, looking, I've got letter F, the width of 1 inch. 1 inch by 3/4. 1 inch wide. So we'll sketch on this plane again, out here. We'll sketch a square. 1 inch by 3/4. Dimension it. This is 1 inch. This is 3/4. 0.75. There's geometry, and I can accept that. Now I want to extrude this last piece to a height of 1 inch. See the height there, 1 inch. Extrude by default says 1 inch. Just click on it. And that should be it. Now if I look at it, there it is. Okay, so now I can do a 2-finger click on my trackpad, or if I have a mouse, do a right finger click and get an isometric view, which is kind of nice. And I can click the letter P, takes these planes away. I like that. And I'm going to change the color of it just because I like to do that. So right click on the part 1 here and edit appearance. And I'm going to choose, oh, today I feel like brown. Just because it's a brown kind of day. You can choose the color you like. Okay, so zoom it in. Oh, I changed the view. I want an isometric view. And just make sure you do a screenshot now that includes your name up here. And then turn it in. That's all there is to it.